Good morning, and today we're starting my series on English grammar, looking for A1. This could also be used for someone with A2 who just wants to recap. So today I'm going to start with basic English grammar. I'm looking at the present simple, what it is, how to recognize it, and when to use it, especially because in different languages it is used differently. So we use the present simple when we talk about habits and routines. So habits and routines are things that you do all the time. You could say, for example, every day I brush my teeth before I eat breakfast, or every day I go to work, or on the weekend I always go to the cinema. So we use it, as you can see here, with adverbs of frequency. So adverbs in this case are words like always, every, sometimes, often, never. These are probably the most common ones we look at. Usually also. And we often, as I'm using now, I'm speaking now in the present simple. We always use the present simple, or often use the present simple with these adverbs. Because we're talking about routines and habits, we usually learn the present simple first, because when you first learn English or any language, you usually talk about the simple things that you do every day. Also facts. So the other use of the present simple is when we talk about facts. Facts are things like I am a girl, I am female, I live in London, I live in the UK, I am English, or I like pizza, or I love tennis. Anything where you talk about something that is a fact for you. Something where you say I live in the UK, or I live in London, or I live in New York. It's a fact, and it might change in the future. So you might no longer live in that place. But now, at the moment, as far as you know, it's a fact. I live in London. And you use it because for you now that is true, that is the truth. A fact could be I like pizza, I always like pizza. That doesn't change. It's not a day-to-day thing. It's not the Monday I like pizza, Tuesday I don't like pizza. I always like pizza. Whereas if you're talking about something which is transitory, so something that you change, then you would not use the present simple. It's not a fact. It's not a routine or a habit. The present simple is formed with subject, the verb, and the object usually. So, or with the adverb, so the subject, adverb, and the verb, the main verb. That's in the present simple. That's in a statement. So in a statement using the present simple, if I say I like pizza, I is the subject, I am the subject, I am the person speaking, or it's my like. Like is the verb, the main verb, and it doesn't change in the first person, so it remains like. And pizza is the object, the thing that I like. Okay, so that's a very basic sentence. If I'm talking about a fact, so that's a fact. If I'm talking about a habit, I might say I brush my teeth every day, or every day I brush my teeth. So the adverb will come before the subject or at the end of the phrase. So I, the subject, brush, the verb of lavare. My teeth is the object, my is object pronoun. Every day is my adverb of frequency. That's when I do it, every, and day is daily, so giorno. Habits and routines can be used with things you don't do much as well, and you'd still use the present simple. So you could say, I never brush my teeth after breakfast because I always do it before breakfast, for example. So it's something I never do. Mai non lavo mai I denti prima di dopo colazione perché li lavo prima. And I would use the present simple for either of these, even if it's something I don't do, but it's talking about a habit or a lack of a habit. And if there is an adverb or frequency in the sentence, then you will probably be using the present simple. So if you're not sure which tense to use, se non sei sicuro quale tempo verbale di usare, se c'è un adverbio di frequenza, always, sometimes, usually, never, then probably, most likely, you will be using the present simple. So, as we said, in a statement, I like pizza. That was my sentence. Mi piace la pizza. I is the subject, okay, and it's subject pronoun. If I am using I, you, we, you, they, it doesn't change. The verb doesn't change. So I like pizza, you like pizza, we like pizza, you plural like pizza, and they like pizza. Doesn't change, stays the same. Like just stays the same. In present simple in English, the third person singular changes. So you always have the S usually on the end or added to the end of the verb. So the base verb like in this case, and you would add the S. So I like pizza, you like pizza. He, she, it likes pizza. And I want to hear the S on the end. It's very important that you pronounce the S properly. Otherwise it doesn't sound good in English. So when you're learning it, don't forget to say that S. Make it heard. We want to hear the S, so it shows that you have good English. Because if you say he like pizza, doesn't sound good. You want to make it sound good. So he likes pizza. She likes pizza. It wouldn't like pizza because it would refer to something which is usually inanimate. Or you can say it when you talk about an animal or a baby that you don't know the sex of. So you could actually say it likes pizza, talking about a dog, but you don't know if the dog is a male or female dog. Or a baby. You could say it likes pizza. The present simple with a statement, so a positive phrase, una frase positiva, is very simple. I like pizza, and it changes in third person singular. He, she, it likes pizza. All the rest of the tense, all the rest of the I, you, personal pronouns are like, doesn't change. In the negative and in a question, we need an auxiliary. An auxiliary is like a support verb. Un verbo ausiliare, it's like dà supporto al verbo principale. So the main verb is like, and in a negative phrase or a question, you need an auxiliary verb. And the auxiliary verb we use with the present simple is do. So if I make a question with do, with like, I'm asking about if you like pizza. I want to know if you like pizza. I will say in the present simple, do you like pizza? I'm asking you about this fact about yourself, or do you live in London? So I put the do before the subject. So the subject pronoun is you. So do, auxiliary verb, subject pronoun you, like main verb, and pizza is the object. So pizza is what I'm asking you about, what you like. That's how you make a question in the present simple. And if I'm talking about someone who is he, she, or it, then the auxiliary will change, not the main verb. So in a statement, the main verb will change to likes. But if we have a question or a negative phrase, the auxiliary will change and not the main verb. So instead of saying, do he likes pizza, I will not say that. That's wrong. Sbagliato. I will say, does he like pizza? Does she like pizza? Does it like pizza? And the same is in a negative phrase. So if I say, I don't, which means I do not like pizza. So you could say, I do not like pizza, or I don't like pizza. Don't is abbreviated. So I've just taken off the ot. So do not, don't, become one. It's abbreviated with an apostrophe. If I say, I don't like pizza, I don't, you don't, we don't, you don't, plural, and they don't like pizza, doesn't change. In the third person, however, it will be he or she or it doesn't. So it will be the doesn't, N apostrophe T, he or she, it doesn't like pizza. So the auxiliary will conjugate the verb for you, not the verb. The verb will remain the same, verb will remain like. So I hope that was helpful for you. Those are the basic uses of the present simple. So don't forget, we use the present simple with habits, routines, and facts. That's part one of the series explaining grammar. I hope you found that useful. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in part 2. Thank you.